Lodges, how we doing? I'm coming from the road this Monday. Just trying to get some things done and wrapped up. I will try to make this short. First, I would like to thank all the lodges that got their Moose of the Year in on time. A few of you waited till the very last minute on on Friday, and that always makes me nervous. That's why we actually do it in advance. But to those that did it, appreciate it very much. Thank you. Appreciate that. Also, it looks like the majority of our lodges have all the officers trained, at least enough officers trained to hold a quorum. And those that are not individually trained, I'll be reaching out to those lodges, and we need to get those people either trained or they will be removed as officers. Again, I know some people complain about this sometimes, but I'm going to go back to saying what I always say. We need our officers to know basics on how a lodge runs, so they know what they're doing, so they're not making doing actions or making decisions that are from left field and don't realize that there are either RIS rules or Moose rules that have to be followed. And I know there are some people complaining out there saying, well, why should we have to be trained? Well, that's the reason. Also, personally, I've been involved with lots of civic type groups and other fraternal type organizations. And in order to be someone, an officer or someone in charge in any of those organizations, there's always been some kind of training. And it's not difficult training. So if there's still an officer out there that needs trained, please get with them and work with them. Again, I don't mind if multiple people get together on laptops and take those tests together and work together to pass them. At least if that's happening, they're learning something when they're taking that test. Again, I say it over and over again, that test is 40 questions. It's the same 40 questions for everybody. It appears in different orders. So if there were two people next to each other, they would not be getting the same answer at the exact same time. So have them work on that. Also, if they get one wrong, make sure they have a notepad to write down the right answer, because it will give you the right answer. I had someone there, they told me that they just went and took a picture each time they got it wrong. That's the way they saved it. They just took a picture of the screen. It's perfect. Also, when it comes to Moose of the Years and Premier Lodge award winners, and I appreciate all those lodges that got PLAs this past year, people every year ask the same question, when are they getting those? Those certificates for Moose of the Years will be handed out at the fall convention. And the Premier Lodge, the coins, or if you're a first-time qualifier and got a plaque, that'll be handed out there as well. So that's when you will receive those. The last thing I'm going to harp on a little bit, so I got two more things, is just 990s. It's 990s time, and we're right in the middle of 990 season. Things have changed a little bit since they have to be sent in electronically and filed that way. There is a confirmation number now. Now, we still have a 990 chairman, and that's Rusty Shields, and he needs to be getting a copy of your filing confirmation. So we're not as concerned anymore about the top page, which is what we were always using in the past to see if it was completed. All we really were seeing there was that it was completed, not that it had been sent off. Now it's being filed electronically. There's a confirmation number comes back with that. So you should be printing that up and sending that to Rusty Shields. If you're doing it yourself in-house, when you go to click on that final part to send that in, you'll get a confirmation page and a screen pop up. Just print that page up. If you're having a CPA do that for your lodge, when they submit that, they should be saving that also and giving a copy of that along with the 990 form that they give you anyways. So then you'll be sending that. So if you want to send the top page to Rusty, that's perfectly fine. But what we're really wanting now is that confirmation page and that confirmation number on there. When you send that to Rusty Shields, you can also carbon copy me on that too if you'd like. That way I can see it. I don't keep that specific record. He does that for me, and then we go back and look at those to see who hasn't reported. Then I follow up and call on that. The last thing I do want to touch on is we do seem to have some lodges that are having some trouble with their gaming and general fund accounts when it comes to having fundraisers and having events. If you're having an event, you need your dispensation, make sure all your bases are covered on that aspect. But what we're seeing the problem is someone has an event, and let's just say it's a car show, and the car show, you brought in money for registrations of the cars, for people coming to the show. Maybe you're selling food and drinks. That all would go into your general fund because that is non-gaming related income. Now, during that event, if you're selling pull tabs or you've had 50-50 drawings or whatever, that money would go into the gaming account. We don't want to mix those up, and what we're having right now, our lodge is doing those type of events and just putting everything into either the general or everything into the gaming, and that's just becomes a headache, because if the gaming commission gets a hold of that, they're going to say, hey, what's going on here? They're going to scrutinize you more, because you don't, if you're accidentally putting money should be in the general fund into the gaming account, and then you take it back out, that sends up a red flag if they see that kind of stuff, and vice versa. So just remember, if it's gaming, it has to go into the gaming account. If it's non-gaming, it goes in the general account. Of course, that's food sales, admission sales, and even events like cornhole, darts, pool, all that kind of stuff. Those are games of skills, and games of skill would go into your general fund. It has nothing to do with gaming, unless you were doing something like selling pull tabs or something at that event, then that would go into gaming. If there's any questions on that, please always get a hold of me. I'm willing to help you out understand that. But it seems like we're having trouble where it's getting all dumped into one. I kept it at 6 minutes. You guys have a good week. We'll see you around. Take care. Bye.